Chef IQ. Okay, what is up, all of you awesome and amazing people on YouTube? The old coot here coming at you with another exciting video. If you remember one of the videos that I made prior to this one, I talked about the base unit. We did an unboxing, all that good stuff. You double tap. First of all, you tap it once to turn it on. Then you double tap it to pair the Bluetooth with whatever phone you're going to be using or whatever the case may be. So in this case, I'm using two probes, right? Probe 1 and probe 2. And probe 1, I already pulled the meat out of the oven, which is right here. I've got it tented. And as you can see, probe 1 is right there. And as I mentioned before in other previous videos, you always want to put your probe in the middle, both up and down and left and right, into the largest, biggest piece or chunk of your meat. So see how that probe is left and right centered and also up and down centered. You kind of get the idea. So I'm going to retent this because I don't want to lose any of the residual heat. I set it up to where probe 1 was going to go to about 150 degrees. And right now the temperature is coming back down again. It went up and then it went back down. But let me show you all how to set that up. So what you would do is you would hit like start. You would either do a quick set, right, where you set the temperature yourself, or you could choose any one of these options right here, which is great. Lamb, veal, fish, you get the idea. In this case, I did it manually, but if you wanted to do, say, beef, what you could do is hit that. You'd hit roast, right? I'm going to hit, this was like a chuck roast. It was a chuck loin. And then I'm doing this in the oven. So see how easy this is? It's pretty self-explanatory. And then now what it's doing is it's telling me what the different options are for like doneness. So there's medium, it would cook it to 145. There's medium well is 155. You get the idea. 147, right? And then, or sorry, 165 would be done or whatever. Anyways, let me just try to test something out right here with the base unit. So because I know that the ambient temperature or the temperature inside of there is already 147, I'm going to hit medium. And then step 1, preheat the oven. I already did all that. Just start cooking because we already know what's going on. As you do this yourself. So the base unit's going to make some noises. Then I'm going to hit start. Okay, so right now it's registering an internal temperature of 136. So that means probe 1 that's in there is 136, right? It keeps telling me to do this. Okay, that's fine. Just do that. Okay, so now what I would have done was I would have put this into the oven and basically watch the temperature gauge of the thermometer going around. And what's kind of cool is when we go to probe 2, I'll show you how many it'll predict through software how many minutes it's going to take to hit that temperature. So just for demonstrational purposes here, it says place food on heat to begin. You get the idea. So let's just hit start. I think that's how it does. Tap 1 done.
For probe 1, cooking has begun.
See, and it lets you know that for probe 1, cooking has begun. Like, how cool is that? It talks to you. This thing talks to you, which is great. So let me go to probe number 2, which is still in the oven. See, and it's right now registering 145. I wanted that to cook to 155 manually. So if I tap right there, see how it says... I think I might have hit the button accidentally where it said that it was done cooking or whatever. But here, let me just cancel this out. And then, hang on. I think it's view summary, finish. Okay, that's fine because I want to set this now the way I was supposed to do. Okay, so probe number 2 is in my chunk of meat there in the oven. It's already going. What I want to do is I want to set this so you can all see how that process works. So hit start. I'm just going to do a quick set, and I'm going to hit. Let's just say for the purposes of this video, we're going to make it 140 because I want to see what happens when it's done and how it goes off and all that stuff. So I'm just going to hit start cook. It's going, it's working. And then again, I'm going to hit, so right now it says calculating cook time and it should say done because internal is 149. 140 was my target. So there it says your probe can be used to read live temps when not in a cook, not in the cook, I guess. But there it says, let's see, tap when done. It's pretty self-explanatory. The thing that gets me sometimes is all these pop-up messages.
For probe 2, cooking has begun.
There it goes. And
for probe 2, please remove your food from heat.
So it's letting me know that it's done, right? Because the internal temperature is 149. I set it to 140, right? which means that it's done cooking basically. And it let me know that with the congratulations. It talked to me, etc., etc. So now let me go ahead and cancel this out again. You have to go to view summary, hit finish. Let's just do that just so I can show you when it shows you the estimated times. Okay, so live reading 149. I want to hit start. It's going to ask me what I want to set the temperature to. So let me just do, actually, let's do the beef again. That's fine. So I'll do beef. Then I'll do a roast. Then I'll do chuck roast again, or whatever you're doing. It's going to be in the oven. I'm going to hit, let's see, medium well. This is just for the purposes of this demonstration. So step 1, preheat your oven, pot roast, dry coat. You get the idea. Holding probe parallel to the thing. This is all pretty self-explanatory if you want to go ahead and, you know, do your screenshots or whatever. So then I'm going to hit start cook. It's going to talk to me, I think. Okay, calculating cook time. This is what I wanted to show you all. So the internal temperature is 150 right now because it's already been in there. Normally it would have started at whatever the ambient room temperature was, 78 degrees, 75, 62, whatever. So my target is 155. Now it's saying place food on heat to begin, which I already did. Tap 1 done.
For probe 2, cooking has begun.
So there you go. It's explaining what it's doing. And now it's going to calculate the cook time to get from 150 to 155 with an ambient temperature of 260. Does that all make sense? Yes, I hope so. Okay, so it's calculating. Sometimes it takes a little minute. And obviously for you at home doing this, you would have done this from the very, very beginning, right before you even put the probe in the meat and started the oven and the whole 9 yards. So it would have gone a little bit more in time with turning on the oven, right? Taking your meat and putting it on the rack or the pan or the sheet pan or in a tray with some potatoes or whatever the case might have been. So I'm waiting for it to calculate that cooking time. You know, now's a good time to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button down there below if you like what you're seeing. By the way, I will put a link to the Chef IQ, the base unit, and the 3. There you go.
For probe 2, please adjust the cooking temperature. For probe 2, please remove your food from heat.
It's telling me to because it doesn't get that I already have the oven on.
For probe 2, the food rest time has started.
There you go. So what it's telling me now is, because my internal temperature is 150 and my target was 155, it's telling me that now I can remove it from the heat because carryover cooking is going to take 14 minutes for it to hit 155. That's basically what it's telling. If it was in the oven, and obviously the internal temperature was at room temperature when you first put your roast in your oven, right? What would have happened was it would have said estimated cooking time, and it would have said an hour, 2 hours, or whatever it is based off of what the internal temperature in the oven was. So just to quickly recap the whole process, it's basically turn the base unit on, press the power button once to turn it on, then push the power button twice to pair it with your Bluetooth. Hopefully your Bluetooth is already on. If it's already paired, great. You don't have to do that step. But then once you get everything on and connected, then what you do is remove your probes, right? So take out probe number 1 and then follow the instructions on the screen as it goes, right? It'll say what to do next, basically. Right now, what it's basically telling me is to take the meat out and let it carry over cook the same way this one did, and that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, this video is getting way too long, but you kind of get the idea. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down there below. I will put a link to this, to the base unit and the probes. There's different versions, so I'll put a couple different links down there if I can, down in the description, so make sure to check that out. If you have any comments or questions, post them up, and I'll be happy next time I do a roast to do more videos on this whole process. Anyways, I'm the Old Coot, and I'll catch you all in the next exciting video.